Hi, Opal. Good to see you. I'm going to make you admin. You're an admin now. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes, we're back. Can you see me? Hopefully. Hopefully you can see me. I see you. That was weird. Well, you're just popular. So how are we doing? Are we feeling good? I just saw a commercial, or actually I was watching news, and there's a cupcake place that delivers cupcakes. So now all I can think about is I need to contact this local bakery that is making cupcakes to deliver and have cupcakes delivered, because now I am craving cupcakes like a stoner. I just want cupcakes. That's all I want now. Is that crazy? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'm going to gain 20 pounds before this is over. Yeah, I've had the news on a lot because we're in the craziness here in New York. They're saying it's going to hit New York City first, the apex, and then move to Long Island and then go upstate. And I'm on Long Island, so it's really scary. Like yesterday, I saw on the news, I think Dave shared it actually, where they were putting bodies on 18-wheelers. And that freaked me out. Like, I mean, that video sent me my anxiety sky high. So then I was like, there's the donut shop that delivers. I'm telling you, those people are going to make a lot of money right now. I was going to make brownies this morning, and then I thought about it, and I live alone, and I was like, if I make brownies, that means I eat the whole tray. That's probably not a good idea, you know? So I'm trying to, like, not bake because then I'm going to eat it all. That's not going to be good. At least if I had somebody living here with me, I could share it. It's just not a good idea. So I don't know. I've been doing Netflix. I finally caught up on Sabrina. Then I binged on Lock and Key. That was pretty good. I hope they do a second season. Then I watched Tiger King, which I still don't know what it's about, but it was good. It was decent. So I've been binging on that. Yeah, I can't wait for the next season, but I think it's like next January. And now I have to finish. I have 3 episodes of The Magicians on my DVR that I have to watch. But I've been on the Netflix, YouTube. I haven't read anything. Every time I start to read, my mind starts to race about, oh my gosh, this whole thing, you know? So, but Lock and Key is good. Oh, Margot is great, and I'm blanking. Excuse me. I'm blanking. What? Who is? Oh my God, Penny. I love Penny. It was kind of sad when they killed Quentin off, but I hope that wasn't a spoiler for anybody. But I love Elliot. Yeah, Elliot's great too. But yeah, if I had to pick a female to get with, it would be Margot. I'll be honest. Definitely. You've never watched The Magicians? Oh my God. You have to watch it, Opal. Alice is annoying, yes. She's too much of a goody two shoes. So, I don't know. Opal, you have to watch The Magicians. There's, what season are we on now? It's the last season, so you'll have plenty of time to catch up. So I don't know. A lot of people are like, that they need to be productive in doing things and scheduling themselves and all this stuff right now. And I was at that point, 5th season, and it's the last season. It is on Netflix now, yes, the other seasons. So I'm sure they'll put the 5th season on. A lot of people are like, they need to have a schedule and everything. And I was that way. And now I'm kind of like, whatever, we're going to be in the house for a while. So, and now, have you guys seen Shed Aquarium? I don't remember where they are, but they let their penguins walk around the aquarium. And it's really cute. They put it online and the penguins get to walk the aquarium every day. That's kind of cute to watch. Obviously not magic oriented, but it's really cute. It's SHEDD Aquarium. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the 5th season, a lot of the seasons were confusing, but the 5th was definitely, I couldn't remember what world they were on. Oh my God, Supernatural. Oh, I finished and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because, you're home and you catch up on all your shows, and now what? Yeah, Opal, I was the same way. I was like, I need a schedule. I need to be doing things. And then yesterday when I was kind of laying in bed, I was like, what am I doing? Like, we're in this at least till April 30th. That's a whole nother month. And I mean, the governor here has said point blank, we're at the point where April 30th might be just the peak. So then you have to come down before things get to normal. So if we're in this for the long haul, what am I scheduling? The 5th season seems so weird because Quentin was the main focus on. Without him, it was like, what do we focus on now? I know, and at first I was upset that he was gone, but now I'm like, no, it's really okay that he's gone, So I think they did a good job with that, actually. I was really upset about that, but now I'm like, okay. So, but I got to tell you, I am like so grateful for all of my friends online, especially my friends in the witchy community, because I am telling you, without all of you and without my online friends, I would be going batshit crazy right now. I think a lot of us would. But I've been in the house now since Sunday. And what's today? Tuesday? And I'm losing my mind. So, especially the people that live alone, which I live alone, and I don't have anybody, a couple of people have stopped by and they sit at the top of my steps and I open the door and we talk. But other than that, it's really craziness right now. So I am just so grateful for the internet and all that right now. Love Fen. Love the part where Penny was talking to. Yes, absolutely. I love Fen. She's great. I liked when her and Margot were fighting. Yeah, up until 2 weeks ago, maybe now, a week ago, I had I just got a notice. Massachusetts has now extended the stay-at-home order through the beginning of May. So, they're going into they're going into May now. Well, yeah, the duel, that was great. Oh, I hear you, Opal. The depression and anxiety is like crazy if you suffer from any of that right now. And it's really sad because like here in New York, at least, where we're preparing the hospitals for this major influx, they are actually closing down some of the psych wards because they're saying that if people are starting to leave them and they don't have a lot of patients on them, they're starting to close them down because they're saying they're not a necessity at this point. But mental health is so important right now. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I'm hoping May. Depression and anxiety are crazy. And I wish I was one of those people that got depressed or anxious and stopped eating. My mom used to be that way. Like her thing was, if she couldn't control anything around her, she controlled her eating by not eating. And I'm the opposite. Like, I'm just like, give me food and I'm going to shove it in my mouth and it'll stop the pain, physical or mental. And it never works, but that's the way I am. I'm just like shoveling it down. I wish I could be the opposite. Oh, it's crazy. And it never works, but whatever. So, and here I can't even really, there's no place to go for a walk really or anything. Like I loved watching Dave and Lucy go for a walk in the cemetery yesterday. That was awesome. But most of our parks now, they have roped off or the caution tape on. So we're not even allowed to do that. Yeah, that was great. So when I went out to take the garbage out before, I just kind of stood there and took a few deep breaths and was like, fresh air, Because at this point, I'm not going to the stores, even the grocery store, because I have my immune system is down. So, yeah. So what else can we do? Are any of you redecorating? I started doing that too. Like, I can't move a lot of stuff myself. I usually need help, but I started redecorating. From the entrance, is there a difference? I thought you only took it from the grave of the people that you talk to. Like, I thought you had to ask permission. Yeah, isn't that a bitch, Opal, that you need help? I sit here and I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and then I'm like, oh, but I can't. Crap. So depressing. And then I realized, you'll understand this. I realized that everything I do is with one hand, right? So I usually use, like, to open packages, I usually use my mouth to help because I can't use my other arm. And then I realized you need to stop doing that because you don't know where that package has been. And you could get the virus from doing that. So then I started freaking out. And then I was like, well, if I put it against me, then maybe I could do it. But then I was like, I'm still putting something dirty on me. Oh my God. It's craziness. Because the entrance is where Orisha oil resides, and I need dirt for a ritual I'm doing. I can't use veterans' dirt because that contains his energy. Oh, I didn't realize that. Got you. Gotcha. Yeah, scissors, I guess, Opal, but that just takes so much more effort. It's so much easier to be like, and rip it open. And my dentist always yells at me because he's like, you're going to break your teeth doing that, you know? Oh my gosh, the kids are at home upstairs, and it sounds like they're going to come through my ceiling and into my living room right now. Oh gosh, right? Yeah, have the dogs been out anymore, Opal? Ugh. They had to break free too, right? Yeah, I wonder if the gate was swung open or if somebody let them out. Oh no, what happened that you had a panic attack? I see 5 people watching. Hi, everyone who came in. I wish YouTube would let you know who was here. That would be cool. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's really like when you look up and you see that people are here, but you don't know who's here. It's weird. Bella wouldn't come in at 2:40. Ooh, that's a pain. I used to have a black beagle lab mix, Jixie, and she would cry to go out at the oddest hours. And at that time, I was living in an apartment where I didn't have a backyard, and I used to have to go walk her in the middle of the night. I do not miss those days. Ugh. Oh, geez, 13 minutes. What was she doing? Okay, I have a serious question, guys. What do you do, those of you that read tarot, what do you do when people come to you and want you to draw cards, but you're not, drawing cards, and you're like I do my free readings every Tuesday night in my group, and that's when I do my readings. And last Tuesday, for example, my internet wasn't working. So I said, I'll do readings for you guys. If you want, just message me and I'll send you, a reading. So I did that last week, but that's like a special a special thing. Like I don't normally do that. But what do you do when people just will message you and be like, can you do a reading for me? And it's usually always the same people. Like, how do you handle that? She was puttering around. That's awesome. I love it. They're so funny. She was smelling the smells. Like, I don't mind doing readings at all. Obviously, I do them, excuse me. But I'm just wondering. Yeah. I usually feel guilty and do them, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I don't want to make that a precedent, Exactly. Even like my best friend won't do that. Like she'll be like, whenever, when you have time, she comes every Tuesday. And then if she really needs one, she'll be like, whenever you have time, But I'd also like at one point to take it where I am charging for them. And I don't know when that will be, but I don't want people to get in the habit. Right, exactly. And some people don't like the answers the cards give either. Ooh, let's talk about that a minute. People who don't like the answers that the cards give them and get mad. Ooh, that's a good one. Like I had one friend, and I hope she doesn't watch this. And if she does, I love you. I had one friend that kept wanting a reading about a boy. And she kept wanting a reading about a boy, and it kept saying like, it's not, you need to rethink it. It might not be a good idea, things like that. And I kept redoing the reading. So one day she was like, well, can you use a different deck? So I used all 3 of my decks that I had at that point, and all of the cards said the same thing, right? All decks. So I was like, well, the cards told you, right? So with the pandemic, right before the pandemic, she was going to go get married. And the catering hall called, and the catering hall said, we're not holding weddings of more than 100 people right now, because they had taken the what do you call it, capacity, and they had of the halls, and they cut it down. You getting the buffering thing? If you're reading the reading and the readings all say the same thing, just kidding, ignore the cards, right? Well, long story short, right? Ignore the cards. Long story short, because of the pandemic and the catering hall having to cancel, she didn't end up marrying this person. And they subsequently, excuse me, I think at this point, when I talked to her last week, they have the wedding on hold for at least, they replanned it for like 2022. So now it's on hold for 2 years. But I was like, the cards told you, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, it's so funny. So we'll see in the meantime. But I was just wondering, you know, it's always fun to talk about that. But I'm telling you, the cards don't lie. Yeah, the ancestors do see all. They really do. But I'll be honest, I redraw too. You know, I'm sure we all do. I will pick a card and be like, nope, don't like that card. I'm going to repick. But yeah, it's fun. But I love my cards, and that's not even my main form of reading. Actually, the cards aren't. I can usually read without the cards. But I prefer the cards recently. Oh, recently had a friend during Samhain who wanted me to talk to her recently passed friend. I was like, I don't personally know him. And she kept asking and asking. Then demanded you. Can you do that, Opal? Have you ever been able to do that? Like, get in contact with somebody who's passed on? Get a deck and learn yourself. Lucy, you are so bad. Okay, people you really know. That's interesting. See, for me, my whole path, well, not my whole path, but this part of my path started, I think it's in one of my earlier videos if you watched it, but my path started when I had somebody I didn't know appear in my room. And like, I wasn't afraid or anything. I was just like, oh, hey. Is that a thing that you have to give them 7 days to get used to being passed over? I've never heard that before. Although I never did any study on it. It came to me naturally. That's usually how it works, right? But I don't want to be, oh, okay. It's a respect thing. That makes sense. I do want to say, though, for anybody that's watching the replay, if you come here and you're watching the replay, please don't feel like we are being those people that are uppity or are, you know, how can I say it, cliquey or whatever. We are very accepting to new people. We're just kind of hanging out today, chatting about life and what we're dealing with. So passing the time while we're stuck in the house. So, you know, you can always reach out to me. I'll only speak for myself. But if you're new, if you're, you know, going through something and, you know, you have a question, you want to talk to somebody or whatever, even if you're not new, you can always reach out to me, message me. My social media links are in the description below. If you want a reading, I do readings on Tuesday nights, like I said, so you can always come join the group Facebook group. So I just did want to say that while we're talking about all this stuff, if you're watching, I don't want you to think anything that, isn't correct or isn't, I don't want to appear to be, snobby or there's one way to do things or whatever. But we're just kind of just chatting today. Frustrations, I guess. What's funny? I've had people who passed that I don't know come to me. I've had friends come to me. My father-in-law came at one point. He didn't say anything, but he was sitting in my living room recently. So I've had a lot of different people come to me. My mom still has not come to me, and I'm so mad. She's passed over. January was 5 years she's gone, and she still hasn't come to me. And I went to a medium, and she said that, my mother was always next to me, my mother was always here, and that I'm just not seeing her. So I don't know if I'm just not at the vibration where I can see her because I was so close to her, or what. But yeah, that just really gets me. Ranting. This is just a rant. Who, me, Lucy? I was saying my mom, she passed away 5 years ago. And she passed away 5 years ago when we were really close. And I figured that she would have come to me, especially that she was very spiritual. And she hasn't. And I went to a medium, I think in like October. And she said that my mother was always with me. And, she's always by my side. And she just said a bunch of stuff that was true, but she said that she's always by me, but that I don't see her or that I don't talk to her. And I'm wondering if it's that I have to bring my vibration up. I mean, I'm still very distraught about it. So I'm wondering, yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if it's just, still too painful, And then I have my best friend passed away. My best friend passed away 20 some odd years ago now. And she was coming to me often when she first passed. And then she came to me one night and she said, "Look, I'm not going to be able to come to you anymore." And, oh, thank you. She came and she said, I can't come to you anymore. I have work to do over here. And that was the last time she came, which was, now I'm like, all right, you've been working over there for 20 years. Can you come back just once? But, I guess they have things to do over there too, right? Oh. So it's crazy, but I don't know. Oh, your best friend passed in the last year of high school. Oh man, I'm sorry, Opal. I was in my I don't know what it is with people passing in high school. So what do you guys think about this whole... I do, Lucy. I don't have like a full ancestral altar setup. It's just like a shelf, but I have a picture of my best friend and my mother right now, and I have a statue that was my mom's. I have a piece of jewelry that was my mom's, and I have a couple of things that were my friends. So I do have some things that were theirs on it. Right now, I'm in the process of wanting to. She was a hippie and made me realize that I shouldn't be closed off in my shell. Oh my gosh, Opal, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. Lucy, I'm in the process of trying to get rid of one of my couches so that I can get a flat entertainment center so I can make a full ancestral altar on it. I don't have much flat space, but I want to expand it so I can put my aunt's picture, my great aunt's picture on it and do more with it because it's up so high. I'll show you. Hang on. Let me see if you guys can see it. Right now, you'll be seeing my bathroom. That's not cool. My ancestral altar right now is up there. That's me and my mom. And then that's me and my best friend who passed. And those are just flowers for them. And my selenite wand. And that big box was my mom's that holds all my incense and stuff. I like it up there. Oops. I like it up there, but to be honest, I'm short and that's really high, so it's hard to reach up there. Wait. Huge wand, huh? What's a whoop? All right, hold on. Oh, I'll add some water. That's easy enough. Who has a huge wand? I'm confused. I gotta catch up on comments. Ancestral altars can be simple. Mine uses. Oh, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll take it down. I'll be right back. Yeah. Jinx. This is my selenite wand. I got it at a local crystal shop, and it was only $10 actually. I should be working with it instead of leaving it someplace. It is huge. I love it. $2 from TJ Maxx, really? I wish I could say that. But you can see this one was had a twin. And it was torn from its twin. I wish it still had its twin. Speaking of twins, you guys are so cute. My first crystal ever was a quartz crystal that was a twin. It was a pendant, and I was like 6 years old. And somebody had given it to get out of my head. Somebody had given it to me when I was sick, when I had my stroke. They gave it to me when I was in the hospital. I guess somebody who was very metaphysical had given it to my mom to give to me. So it was on my neck and I was wearing it all the time. And I'll never forget it. I was in the, you guys are so close. That's funny. I was in the airport and it went flying off my neck, I was in the airport bathroom and it flew off my neck and smashed on the ground into like all pieces. So talk about crystals breaking or being lost when we don't need them anymore. Since November, really? That's awesome. Oh, you even have a date. It's like you guys are dating or something. Don't tell Dave I said that. Oh, Cynthia, thanks for coming by. Have a good night. Be safe. Enjoy your nature walk. I'm just hoping my internet stays on tonight for my readings. Oh, no. I guess you didn't know he was married to Dave? Or did you? That must be annoying, Lucian. Oh, you thought they were roommates? That's funny. That's funny. So I had this thing happen the other day, and I'd love opinions on it. If anybody's out there, I mean, I know you guys are out there, but if anybody else is out there, I'd love your opinion also. I was kind of stressing about the whole coronavirus thing. And I just was like laying down in bed and I took a deep breath and closed my eyes and like took a really deep breath. Oh, thanks. And when I opened my eyes, there was like a red star floating, and I've never seen that before. There was a red star floating in my room. And then that's a good idea to order groceries, but make sure you do it ahead of time. And then, so I had the red star happen, and then last night I was laying down and I looked over in my room, and there was like, it was almost like this selenite, but it was like a projected light of red shooting up like in the air. Does anybody have any clue what that can mean? Or I've never seen, like, I see lights in the corner of my eyes all the time and shadows. I always see that. But this was like a clear star, and then the one time, and then this was like a tower of red light shooting up. Like, I'm wondering if I'm starting to come into my claravisual abilities a little bit more or something. I don't know. It was really strange. And why red? Like, and the star was just kind of like floating there. It was like doo, 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 before it disappeared. No, I'm not worried about it. I was just wondering if it could be like, if the red star might be associated with something, or aw, Thor was getting restless. My baby is never restless during the day. I don't know. How long were you gone, Lucy? I was talking about seeing a red star floating like this in the air, and then like a red sphere or a red whatever this shape is in my bedroom last night, just in the air. It wasn't in a dream. No, I had just taken a deep breath. I was really stressed, and I took a deep breath and blew out the breath. And when I opened my eyes, there was this red star kind of floating around. And I've never had that happen before. I was like, what is that? That's cool. I wasn't afraid or anything. And then to have the red projected light shooting up in the bedroom last night, I was like, the red has to mean something. Has to be something, but I don't know what it is. And I always see lights in the corner of my eyes and shadows. So I'm wondering if I'm developing my claravisual abilities a little bit more. Or if some, like a god or a goddess is trying to reach out to me and I just don't know what it is yet. It was very strange nonetheless. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Glad you could join us. I think we scared a lot of people away. But it's okay. Good. Doing good today. Getting really hungry. I just realized I haven't eaten anything today. We were kind of ranting before. I really need to do some more planned videos. Oh, that would be really cool. See, that makes sense because I just rededicated myself. Like when I last year, no, in October, I dedicated myself to this path and I got this tattoo. So that was my dedication to the path. And then I just rededicated myself to the path last weekend by doing a ritual. So that makes sense that it would represent the spiritual elements. I've been thinking about them more. Yeah, I love this. And it's funny because my stepmother is Irish, and I know she's looking at my wrist and going, why in the heck would you get this Celtic love knot on your wrist when you're Italian and Greek? And I laugh all the time thinking about it because I'm like, you have no clue what that means and why it's on my wrist, you know? But yeah. I wanted to get originally the triple moon goddess, but they said they couldn't fit it on my wrist because my wrist is really tiny. So I went with that. I didn't know the word witch, Opal. I've been on this path since I'm 16, which goes back to, oh my gosh, 1990 something or other. I don't want to do math, but I've been on this path for a very long time. But the word witch only came to me probably just about a year ago, which is actually interesting because when I was taking a shower today, I was thinking, I wonder if I did some kind of year and a day thing without even realizing it. Maybe the red star represents your spiritual energy and connection to the spiritual world is growing. Oh, that's an awesome thought. Math is the devil. Okay, you want to hear something funny about math? You know, I was a teacher, right? So I taught pre-K for 5 years before having to go out on disability. And before that, I was teaching 6th and 7th grade. And I can't do math for nothing. So I was teaching English. I mean, I go to do math and I'm a nightmare. So then I left teaching pre-K in Kentucky and I moved back to New Jersey, right? So then I was subbing looking for another job. And I'll never forget, I had to sub in this math class. And I was like, oh man, this is 8th grade. I have to sub in math. I'm screwed. And I was in a panic. So I looked for the smartest kid in the class and I was like, come here. Hey, Light Seeker, good to see you. So I looked for the smartest kid in the class and I was like, come here. I was like, I'm going to call on you when I don't know what I'm doing. And you're going to go through the whole process. So for the whole class, I would be like, so who wants to tell me how they did this? And this kid was like my savior that whole week in this class that I was subbing because I would call on him and he would be like, this is how you do it, blah, 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 blah. But I'll never forget that. They put me in this class and I had no clue what the heck I was doing. Oh, science, I'm good. Math is just the only subject that, like, no matter how hard I try, I make those stupid mistakes. And I always tell my kids, you have to be precise and you have to pay attention. And then I flake and make a stupid mistake. But I actually think the stupid mistakes have to do with the area of the brain that was damaged when I had the stroke because the attention, I'm starting to do research and realize that my attention span was damaged from the stroke as well, which is interesting. Science, there you go. But anyway, not blaming it on that, but I think it has something to do with it anyway. Oh, yeah, light seeker. What do you think seeing a red star could mean? It was like floating through my living room. Whodunits? Well, I used to work in an office, Opal, and when we were allowed to listen to YouTube or whatever while we were working, and one of the girls in the office used to listen to 2020 or Dateline while she was working. And we used to laugh because we used to say she's always listening to the murder shows. But she could tell you everything about that. Are you making fun of the way I speak? Do you want me to say coffee too? When I lived in Kentucky and I was working in the pre-K, they used to come in and ask me to say certain words. But the funniest thing was they used to say crown, right? The little kids used to come up to me and be like, "Can I have the crown?" And I was looking all over my classroom for a stinking crown, right? I'm like, "There's no crown in here." Well, in Kentucky, crown is how they say crayon. So they would make fun of the way I spoke, but it's crayon, not crown. So we used to tease the crap out of each other. You're not originally from Rhode Island, are you, Lucy? Is Dave? He definitely has more of a Rhode Island accent than you. Oh, you took a CSI class? That is awesome, Opal. So I was really stressed about the whole virus thing that's going on. Light, I'm just going to call you Light so Lucy doesn't choke over there. I was really stressed out. So I took a deep breath and like laid down and I was like, okay, I'm just going to chillax. And when I opened my eyes, there was like a translucent red light, that red star rather, that was floating, just like bobbing up and down in my visual path. And then yesterday, I was laying in bed watching TV, and there was where'd it go? I don't know what shape this is. I can't, it's not a sphere. Whatever it is, a column. Yeah, a column. There was a column of red light that shot up in my bedroom. Like the red was trying to get my attention. And I have no idea, like, what. Like, I'm wondering if it's God or a goddess trying to get my attention or something. I didn't feel like, it was anything bad. Yeah. Lucy, catch up. Banishing. Uh-oh. That's kind of scary. funny how, Lucy, you took it one way, he took it the other way. I like that. What do you mean it's considered a God source? What does that mean? Hmm. White is the dove symbolically, and the red is a snake. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I don't need that. Oh. Uh-oh. You're bad, Lucy. The snake is Saturn. Jesus, so what do I have to do? That's really freaky. And throw it where? That the kitty won't eat it. Excuse me while I go get the salt and just start throwing it. You know, I want to use salt, but my cat will lick it, and I'm afraid he's going to die because he eats the salt. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but mine will. So, what do you cat owners do? Well, it took you long enough, Light Seeker. Scared the shit out of me. Holy crap. Damn, I thought I was getting, like, attacked there. Oh. Yours don't eat it. I swear mine will eat it. That's why my salt lamp is up high. I can't trust him with anything. So I don't know if I should make like little mojo bags and like pin them to my ceiling. I don't know. That's why I haven't done it, because I'm still trying to think out the process, the safest way I can do it. They look at it, sniff it, and walk away. That's awesome. No, mine's like, I need to eat that. He loves salt. Like, I put salt on my food, and he eats all my food. He licks the salt that's left over on the plate. He's a bad kitty. So I think I'll sage my bedroom anyway, and maybe put some, welcome back, maybe put some salt in a bag and hang it in there by the window, at least. Thought of what? What was my innovative idea? I usually don't have them. Oh my gosh, we've been on over an hour already, guys. That's crazy. Oh my fucking God. Okay, what did I miss? Was Dave doing a live? Or was he watching one? That's great. Oh, his meeting. Gotcha. Hey, Opal. Oh, man. Did anybody ever take baton lessons? I don't think you missed anything. This is where I'm kind of so what are you guys up to this afternoon? I have to cook something at some point and eat. And then I have my tarot readings at 8. About to drop kick Lucifer. Aww. Why would Kitty do? Oh, fun. You're going to go back today, Lucy? Yeah, I think I'm going to maybe finish Magicians that I have on DVR before my readings tonight, because I just need to decompress. Do it live when you do? Oh, that's right. You guys have your live tonight too. I forgot about that. Well, Tuesday is a popular night. I just hope I have internet. Like, everybody's like, you haven't been on in 2 weeks. I'm like, well, my internet hasn't connected. Go to the cemetery and do it live on Facebook. And nobody chases you off doing that? Well, guys, I'm actually going to hop off of here because I've heard my upstairs neighbors come down twice to attempt to use the laundry, and I have it blocked up with my stuff, so I need to get that out. It's usually empty when you go. Yeah, our cemeteries here are usually never empty. Unless it's like a tiny one off the beaten path, then you have a chance of it being empty. Thanks for joining me, guys. It was fun. Definitely got my mind off of certain things. Other things, not so much. But that's what Sage is for, right? Love you guys. Have a great afternoon. Stay safe and all that fun stuff. Bye.